Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Rachael. Wanogho, how are you doing today? So today, it's actually been such a long time since I did a talk with me, get ready with me, sit down video, and I just felt like, okay, let me just do one. Today's video is actually sort of going to be like, I'm going to be showing you how I do my makeup for YouTube. So during the course of this quarantine, I've basically been watching different makeup tutorials on how I can sort of like up my makeup game so that it will look, you know, amazing on camera and for pictures, and I wouldn't really be doing too much. And I watched a video from Jackie Aina and Kelechi in Birmingham, and basically I, you know, sort of like got some inspirational ideas on how to like get my makeup done in like little time and still make it look as snatched as possible. So instead of doing the over the top eyeshadow stuff like that, I'm gonna basically just be on camera talking to you. So whilst I'm doing that makeup, I'm just going to be talking about some things that they're sort of like unpopular opinions. Okay, maybe not really unpopular opinions, but they actually have gone on in the past like couple of weeks, but because I hadn't even gotten the chance to do a sit-down video, I couldn't talk about them. And now the season for Skin Garden Transit is done, but it still doesn't mean that I won't talk to you guys. And before I go into what I'm going to be talking about today and the makeup, I just want to say that if you've been watching my videos, thank you for watching. Thank you for, you know, binge watching if you have. Thank you for liking and thank you for commenting. I really appreciate all my supporters out there. It really means the world to me, and I would love you to, you know, place some comments in the comment section down below of the kind of videos you really want to see on my channel, because I have actually like done my research on the videos I would like to put up, but what I'm most concerned about is if you would want to watch them and the sort of content you are looking for, so that I can do my research on them and then provide you those valuable content. Okay, so I actually have a lot of things in store, a lot of things that I want to share, but I also want to make sure that the things I'm sharing are things that you subscribe to. Okay, so basically I'm just gonna go into the makeup, and as usual I start with my moisturizer. So anytime I like spray my antiperspirant, I always get this slight cough. If you know what causes it, just let me know. I always get like a slight cough anytime I spray my antiperspirant. I don't know why. If you have any solution for me, please let me know. And I spray it away from my face, but even if I put a towel on my face to cover it and then spray it to my armpit, I still get the dry cough in my throat. So I don't know what causes it. So if you're a doctor and you happen to watch this, let me know what I can do more. Maybe I need to change the antiperspirant, but this is not my first time using Nivea, so surprised why this is happening. Is this Nivea? Yeah, I think it's Nivea. Okay, so a friend of mine actually sent me a video of the father that was beating his child about failing in school or whatsoever. And when I watched that video, it actually triggered some memories of, you know, a time in my life where I was really down, and you know, I didn't really do well in school, and of course my dad didn't slap my face or do all that kind of thing, but of course he was pretty upset, and the reaction I got from him was enough to say, you gotta do like better next time. And I just wanted, concerning that video, I do understand the pain that the dad of that boy would have been going through, having spent so much money. Who knows where he, you know, maybe he borrowed the money or something, and at the end of the day he didn't get his money's worth. So I do understand where he's coming from. First of all, I would not understand why the woman in the background, whether it's his mother or his stepmother, it's a female, or even if it was even a male, like why would you record such a private situation? I don't know, maybe she was looking for proof that, okay, the dad is molesting the boy or something, but I felt that was just simply wrong. That was just wrong. Like, even if you're trying to like plead to the man that, oh, don't beat don't beat your son or something. That is just the wrong way to do it. Like, it's just so wrong. And I feel like nowadays parents should sort of like focus their attention on the strengths of the child instead of the weaknesses. And in this kind of economy that we live in, raising a child is very, very challenging and it's expensive. But my own personal opinion about it is that he shouldn't have gone about it that way. Maybe he should have just found another means of punishment. But those heavy hits were... And of course, that's not saying that we are not going to like discipline our children or spank them when they do wrong. I just feel like there are better ways to go about it. There are just better ways to go about it. So that's just about that. And you know, in one of my videos where I was reviewing Skinny Girl and Transit, and I talked about verbal abuse, you also have parents who sort of like insult their children and say you are a coconut, you are a dummy, you are a this. I'll just say that even that one too is also bad. Like when you're insulting someone and telling them they're no good, they're nobody, they wouldn't warrant to be anything in life. Those words would live with them, and it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time for them to get over those words that they've heard over time, especially because they've heard it from somebody who raised them up and who they live with. So the more they hear it, the more they begin to believe that, oh, maybe that's true. Maybe I am a dummy. Maybe I am a no good, you know, and they begin to manifest those things that they've said. So I just want to basically say that if you're going to discipline your child, if you're going to discipline anyone, take away the verbal abuse, take away the physical abuse, and try to communicate in such a way that the person will not feel bad about themselves, about their personality, and they will feel bad about the act, okay, the fact that they failed. And it's more like, okay, let them not feel bad about themselves, like their person. They should feel bad about, okay, the fact that they failed and the repercussions of it, than feeling bad about themselves. I don't know if that makes sense. And especially when also the child is remorseful about it. The child is remorseful about it and like, okay, I know that I messed up. And even the school where the boy attended, they had a role to play. Like, I feel like, how can they be collecting so much money and at the end of the day they didn't even do their due diligence to inform the parents that, oh, your boy is failing in such and such subject. He needs counseling, he needs guidance, he needs probably extra lessons or something. That's just basically it. So now I have put my moisturizer and my primer. So the next thing I'm going to do is basically I'm going to be putting concealer and what's it called? Contour. So I lent this from Jackie Aina, but I'm just going to be putting my own spin to it, sort of like anyhow it comes out. So this is like a new like makeup stuff that I'm trying out. I'm not the expert. If you really want to learn it, then you have to watch Jackie Aina's videos. Okay, so first thing she does, I think she usually goes in with a concealer and contour. So I'm going to be using my cream contour palette from ELF. My my products are drugstore brands. So I got this cream palette from ELF earlier on in the year. I just started using it and it's a mess. That's embarrassing. Okay, so the kind of face I have, I discovered that my kind of face, I'm actually darker on my face than the rest of my body. Can you see my neck? Next lighter. I didn't even know. Do you know, I just realized like recently, because I was trying to sort of like I'm trying to buy a new foundation and I was trying to decide my face color. So even this cream, whatever that I'm using is not a very, very dark shade. It's not a very, very dark one. I thought I was that light, as in like my skin tone, my face was a bit almost like my neck. But apparently my face is darker than my neck. I didn't know. It's weird, Abby. You just be using makeup, you didn't even know that your face is like this. So apparently all these my lighter shades, they are just so extremely light. Like I thought they were dark, but apparently they are light. Too light for me. But I'm just making use of what I have basically to achieve what it is that I want. So don't worry. There's something else that I wanted to address. So I've been watching some videos on TikTok, and most of the videos that do come to my feed are videos about racism and, you know, the fight for equality amongst different races, different people. And so, okay, let me scrap that. Actually, what even caught my interest was when people started talking about different actors and actresses. So my problem is that people do not know how to differentiate between the character and the actor. So what do I mean? So let's say, who can I use as an example that a lot of people know? Okay, so let's take Skinny Girl in Transit, and that's because that show did get a lot of, like, as much as a lot of people love the show, it got a lot of backlash, and people started to criticize. They started to criticize the main actress, that is Abimbola Craig. They started to criticize her that Abimbola Craig is like the character Tiwalade Awoshika, who is full of herself, doesn't pay attention to people, stuff like that. And one of my bone of contention is, number one, these people are actors and actresses. It is their job to make you believe that they are the character, okay? It is their job to make you believe that they are the character. And so if you keep your expectations, for me personally, trust me, I love a lot of male actors because of the character that they play, but I'm very, very quick to mentally tell myself that these people too, they are human beings, so they can mess up anytime. So don't expect too much. Okay, for example, if they, maybe in the movie role that they played, they are very like nice, they are very cool, they're loving, and you're just dreaming. It's a mind game kind of thing, and you're just dreaming like, oh, I wish I met a guy like that. I wish I met a girl like that. Think again. These people, they are human beings, and it's not to say that sometimes the characters might not have like some particular qualities that look like that of the actor. Usually when they are casting people, they want to cast somebody that looks exactly like what they're looking for. So if they wanted tall, dark and handsome, they're gonna look for tall, dark and handsome. If they wanted somebody who had a smoldering look, they're gonna look for somebody who can pull off that kind of look. So acting is sort of like a make-believe thing. You want people to believe that you are that character that you're playing. And that's why when you're watching a movie, you can easily tell when an actor or an actress is faking something. You're like, this is terrible acting. Like, I can easily tell that she's acting. But when they are so immersed into the act, you can differentiate the two. So basically, what am I saying? So those of you, when you finish watching a movie or a TV show, and then you go ahead to sort of like start criticizing the person who played the role, and you start saying that, oh, the person is just, for example, you don't like the character in the movie. Yeah, you now start insulting the actor's personality. So now you hated Tiwalade, you now go ahead and start insulting Bimbo because of the role that she played. Like, where do you come off doing that? Like, it's just so ridiculous. Personally think it's so ridiculous, it doesn't make any sense. Another show I'll use as an example is this show, Vampire Diaries. Okay, a lot of people didn't like Elena. Even me, I'm one of them. But where there will be a problem is if I go to Nina Dobrev's page and I start insulting her, you're crazy, you're this. Like, it doesn't make sense. She played a role and she's been paid for it, and that means she acted the role very well. It doesn't mean she's like Elena. It doesn't mean she's a dumb person like Elena. That is what acting is. And even though, yes, I don't have experience about it, about being an actor or whatsoever, it's just, I feel like it's just basic common sense. Like, you should be able to tell that, okay, oh, this is acting, or this is not the real person, and these people are bound to make mistakes. So you should learn to separate the character from the actor. Learn to separate it. You're one of those people that always, you're always insulting actors and actresses or trailing them because you have this vision of perfection that you expect just because of the role that they played. You better have a rethink. For example, I was having a discussion with one of my friends, and my friend is from China, and we were talking about, because I recently like got introduced to Chinese dramas. Okay, I recently got introduced to Chinese dramas, and I was watching, and there is this Chinese actor Wanogho, and he acted in this series called Eternal Love Dream, and I recommended it in one of my videos in my top favorite like Asian dramas that I've watched so far in 2020. So you can watch the video. And Wanogho is cool, he's cute, he's handsome, he doesn't look like the average Chinese guy. Okay, but so for example, one of the reasons that I got attracted to Wanogho is because of the character that he plays. He plays Donghua, who is this amazing god. Okay, of course it's fiction. He's this amazing handsome god with white hair, and he has this stance about him, and just because of the role that he played, I really liked Wanogho. But personally, I do not know Wanogho. So I was telling my friend, I said, if peradventure I do happen to ever visit China and I happen to like meet Wanogho and I speak with him, if I don't like his personality, like I might, if I happen to speak with him, of course I'll naturally fangirl like, oh, Wanogho, he's so handsome, blah blah blah. But if I speak to him and I do not appreciate his personality, the way he speaks, the way he treats people, we might not necessarily like be friends. Like that's just, sometimes just saying, like, it doesn't mean like we have to be friends or acquaintances. Like I'll just say, oh, I like his acting, he's a good actor, but him personally I don't like. So you have to have a good reason to sort of like not like the person. Not saying, oh, for example, if somebody acted the role of a villain in a movie, then does that mean that they are bad people? No, it doesn't mean that they are bad people. And then some of you, another thing I wanted to address is people that, better. Another thing I wanted to address, so can you see like my face, and I haven't yet put foundation, my face looks very like put together. So now I am going to rub foundation. So I'm using my Avon Power Stay foundation. So you see like my face looks already like, ready for, so I'm gonna like put that everywhere. So basically what I'm saying is, does that mean that, so I said if somebody acted the role of a villain in a movie, it does not mean the person is a bad person in real life as well. So anyway, my rant is basically stop. Separate the character from the actor. Separate it. Learn to separate it. You'll be wondering like, how is it that the people who work on set with them can't work with them? It's because they know that it's their job. They are acting. So learn to separate the character from the personality of the actor. Learn to separate it. Okay? So can you see how my face is? Can you see? Looks very good. So yes, even though like I don't have like all the fancy products, but I was strictly like trying to find something that would really match what I do. And if you notice, my face is looking very smooth, and I haven't yet put powder on my face. So what I'm doing now is putting some concealer just to brighten my under eye a little bit. So all these other ones are just like additional things that I'm doing. Can you see? It looks very very beautiful. And you think that I have like all the products in the world. No, this is just making do with what I have. So I'm gonna go in and do my brows now. So I also learned like another way to do my brows. So my brows are like literally, I went through some old videos and I saw that my brows, I always thought I knew how to do brows, but my brows are terrible. I mean, they're not completely bad, but so guys, just let me know in the comment section like if you would appreciate me, like the kind of topics you want me to discuss and talk about, and I will create those videos. So after I draw the line, what I basically do is I go in with a brow gel. I don't know why I always think that I'm a magician, not a magician. Okay, this looks very weird. So when I notice that it has gone like a bit like overboard, I go in with concealer. This is like the most annoying and difficult But another thing I learned is how to, so right now I'm going to use like a darker shade of contour, cream contour, to define my inner corner so that it's more pronounced, and take it to my eyebrows. So once I've done that, so if you notice that I'm not putting like any foundation or what, I say foundation. So now I go in with my bronzer. I take my bronzer and then I take my highlighter. So the key point of this look is basically the highlighter. And I put it like over my... So this particular technique, I learned it from... I've forgotten the name. Oh, she's a white lady. So she takes the highlighter and she takes it over her brows, cheekbones, just to like give her that snatched look. And then she takes it on her nose. So if you notice, like, I'll keep it well. And next, I take in my blush. And I take it like... The next thing I do is go in with my eyeliner. So you see how like the look has literally transformed, and it's just powder and highlighter. Wipes for my hands. Wipes. Ooh. The last thing I'm gonna do is to put in, so if you notice, I have still not put powder on my face, and my face is already looking very snatched. So you see, the trick works. So the last thing I'm gonna do is to take my lip liner. So usually I'm always so confused as to the type of lip liner to use. Like, I oftentimes go with brown first. And another new technique I learned is overlining my lips. I mean, I can decide not to overline. I feel like it gives my look some kind of sexy, but I don't know if that makes sense. And what I take another one. This is my e.l.f. lip lacquer. Tastes very sweet. And I take my setting spray from Maybelline. So can you see? So basically guys, that's everything. This is basically how I do my makeup for my YouTube videos and pictures. How do you like it? So I am going to be shooting some more videos for you guys. So basically, those of you that do not know how to separate the characters from the actors, please separate them. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you loved it. Please comment in the comment section the kind of videos you'd like me to do. I really would appreciate your suggestions. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.